counted us out. They didn't think that we would make it up. They didn't believe in us. Oh, but I know God did. Oh, yes, He did. Oh, yes, God did.
What is the word of the day?
Success.
Success. Success.
Faz a mesma ficha. Mas das wird gut mal alles.
Who'd ever thought that I would see this day, where I would see my ghetto life fade away, 'cause I was lost and couldn't find a way, and now I look forward to every.
You've got
Martin, can I get your number so if I don't find you tomorrow?
Long time, brother. How are you? Remember me? No. Me too, I'm joking.
You will take your numbers.
Must I take these ones?
We've seen it all. The tears are falling, and every step is on the edge, and we're so confused we don't understand. Feels like this night won't end, but there's gonna be brighter days, brighter days. I'll keep you lifted when you're losing faith. There's gonna be brighter days, brighter days. Though it seems distant, no, the world will change to brighter days, to brighter days, to brighter days. The world will change, so don't you worry, there's still hope left. I guess it's funnier from where you're standing, 'cause from over here I miss the joke. Clear the way for my crash landing. I've done it again. Another number for your notes. I'd be smiling if I wasn't so desperate.
To the moderator, Andrea Badiola Mateos, Chief Commercial Officer at Finance Magnates Group, who will introduce her panel.
Thank you, Lisa. Welcome everyone. This is our very first Finance Magnates Summit in Africa. We are very, very excited to be here with all of you, and we're very excited to welcome an amazing group of analysts that are top executives in best brands that are in Africa and have a lot to say to this audience. We're also live streaming on TradingView, so a lot of people are watching us from abroad. So welcome to all of our panelists. We're going to get started. I'm going to ask each of you to introduce yourselves, a little bit your role, what you do, because that's the best way to introduce yourselves. So Damien, maybe you want to go first.
Writing, I've written 4 books, the last book being a title called The Magical Rule of 3.
Thank you, Manu. Wait.
Hello, my name is Wei. I'm from London. I'm representing brand ATFS UK and ATFS Connect. We are a CFD FX broker providing service for retail and also institutional business. So we're here not competing, making friends. All of you here are our clients. If you want a business or move there, want a job, you're also welcome. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Hello. My name is Amar Ramit. I am the CEO of TD Markets. TD Markets started off as pretty local brokerage, and we now have grown to the fastest growing within the African continent. We're expanding quite rapidly within several regions of Africa right now as we speak. We've got operations in Botswana, Kenya, Ghana, and headquartered in Johannesburg in South Africa. Definitely looking forward to meeting a lot of you throughout this summit. I think South Africa or Africa has needed this platform for a very, very long time.
Thank you, Amar. Without further ado, we're going to start the conversation. Let's open up by starting a little bit about what's the state of the market, what's in the foreseeable future, what trends are you seeing? What's the state of the market?
I'll take this first.
Since we're going to go in this direction, Andrew, I'll kick off. Look, I mean, now is an unbelievable time to be a trader. I mean, it's risky, the markets are choppy, but if you think of the activity that's taking place, you know, traders, they thrive on yield, on finding opportunities where there's volatility. And in the crypto space, for example, we're seeing a sort of a resurgence now in Bitcoin. This region trades in Bitcoin, so again, there's opportunities there. If you think about the invasion that took place in Ukraine, obviously that has a big knock-on effect to oil and gold prices, and we see gold at all-time highs. Right now, gold presents an excellent opportunity for traders. The foreign exchange market is unprecedented. We nearly saw parity taking place in cable and also euro-dollar. The Japanese yen as well. That's had extreme movement driven by inflationary pressures taking place with the Fed. There's so much activity ahead. We've got 18 central bank announcements between the ECB, the Fed, and the Bank of England. So it's 18 announcements before the end of the year. Not to mention OPEC and oil. I mean, it's a fantastic time to be a trader, albeit with risk management, of course.
Yeah, I totally agree with him. He's always spot on his points, I have to admit. Totally agree, and I would also like to add the geopolitical situation in general, like what's going on creates a very dynamic and very volatile market. Another thing which is also very important to mention is the introduction of more technology, which allows the brokers to get to choose what they trade and where they trade. That creates a very nice environment and creates more and more opportunities for both the retail and institutional area.
I'll come on the other side. I feel that the emotions are a little bit pessimistic. Here's what I mean. As Andrew was asking on the state of the capital markets. I'm going to sum it up in 2 words. I feel the 2 words is lacking trust. And what I mean by that is if you look at the entire year last year, you look at all the major firms that went belly up. You started with Luna and Terra, you had Voyager, you had Celsius, you had the whole block of FTX, which everyone knows. So trust is lacking. This is point 1. But there's always opportunity because each time things fail, there's always opportunity for every single one in the room to get back up. A word comes to mind. In Chinese, there's this word called 危机, and 危机, I've heard it many times. It's a combination of 2 words. It's a combination of danger and opportunity. The word 危机 actually means crisis, right? But when there's danger, there's opportunity. So where really is the opportunity? For me, I think it's a war cry for everyone, for every business owner, for every trader, for every investor to solve the trust issue. Because once trust is solved, business comes naturally. And the greatest rewards in any sector will always go to the company or the person who solves the biggest challenges.
If I can just comment on that as well, I think that's very important for Africa. Africa is a very traditional market where you've got to do business in a traditional sense of a relationship. We're in an industry where our product is online. Everything we do is based in a very large, vast cyber world. African business, on the other hand, is very personalized. It requires human touch to it. So I agree completely with you. I think trust is a very large defining factor for success and growth in our industry altogether.
Wait.
I'm not a trader, but I can give you some inside information about our flow. We can see a lot of clients are making money in the last few months. As a Mario side, in our business, we like fluctuation, up and down. It's not like this traditional stock market, you can only buy down and growing. So as an ETFX brand, we are promoting a lot of products that give you more flexibility to trade with right leverage, with the right access. So I think it's a good time to get in the market.
We have been witnessing for the last few years, since particularly between 2019 and 2020, we have seen the African market on retail traders grow by 54%, reaching 6.9 million traders. And we have all been discussing in all of the other events that we always meet up at around the world, that the industry is always looking for new streams. Can the African market be the answer? Is this the trend? Is this the direction that is going to?
Well, I mean, no question, this is a huge opportunity, and hence the reason that XNES and other brokers, are here. I think, Mario, your point on trust was a very good one, and it resonated with everyone here. And we can see that the regulatory framework, in this country, is undergoing good reform. The regulators are active, and so that's a good way of creating trust. As far as this community, I mean, I read recently that in terms of emerging markets, behind China and India, Africa's got the largest growth. So it's natural. Why wouldn't you, for example, want to be involved in a country with a population in Nigeria, for example, of over 200 million, and here 60 million? I mean, there's clearly opportunities in this part of the world, and that's why you're seeing an increased number of global respectable brokers opening offices and setting up regulators here.
I agree, because numbers don't lie. I mean, at the end of the day, these numbers are very, very big to ignore. And I think the reason of this lies on 3-4 variables. One would be regulation, the second would be the infrastructure, so more people have more access to internet here, so they can access the financial markets easier, which is very important. And of course the regulator here, and the trust, what the gentleman said. So I think these 4 variables are becoming better and better throughout the years. It's inevitable to see that the South Africa and Africa in general will increase, and I totally believe that it will play an important role in the future of our industry. I'm out of it.
What are your thoughts?
I'm very much in agreement with Damien and Andres. I mean, if Africa didn't have a bright spark, none of us would be here, right? So what is the beautiful thing about this entire continent? I mean, numbers, we don't have to run through numbers in terms of the size of the entire continent. It's over 1 billion people. What is interesting for me, and I know this, is that in terms of the rate of growth of this continent, it is something that many businesses are looking at, right? So this is point number 1. I read an interesting article recently by the World Bank that actually says rate of growth of this entire continent, anywhere between 4 to 6%. But that's the rate of growth that China used to be growing at. That's one, which is great. Number 2, in terms of the disposable income of people, is also going up. So the World Bank actually mentioned within the next 2 to 3 years, by the year 2025, most African countries, all the 50 plus countries in this continent, will hit middle class status. And what that they define in terms of Africa, over $1,000 in terms of their GDP per capita spending power. Now this is good for all businesses, because once you reach middle class, essentially it means you've got more disposable income to start trading, to start building businesses. Yeah. One other last quick point to mention in terms of strategy. I feel what can work for everyone in the room, including all my peers here. I use the word demographic strategy. And what that means is we've got to be crystal clear. Are we serving the retail market? Are we serving the high net worth market? Or are we serving the corporate market? Because all 3 of them have got different needs and wants. So that's just something I wanted to share. The demographic strategy is very important. You've got to know who you're pandering your tools, your products, and your services to.
Totally agree with Mario. I also read an article about the growth rate of Africa. It's kind of like a shocking 7%, 6% growth in the next 2 years. Amazing, because like 10 years of in China. So regarding strategy as well, I think in Africa, what we have done is we have to provide some tailor-made products and also some value-added service, like coffee trading, like education. I think people here are eager to learn what is the market, what is the trading, how can we try to make money, try to avoid the risk. So that's the key thing here. I'm traveling last time a lot. Emerging market is the key topic in this year. European business, UK business, kind of like a slowdown. I think if we as a broker, if we want to grow to the next level, we have to focus on those markets.
Just to add something to what these 2 gentlemen mentioned, this creates an opportunity without a doubt to Africa, but this creates for us an obligation, because we already know how things escalated in previous markets that they were growing like this, to enhance, embrace the opportunity here and help the market here to follow and take the right decisions, to do it the right way. Because we have the opportunity to share this knowledge with them and guide them in the right direction.
Amar?
I think, yes, there's growth, there's excellent growth in the African continent, but there's also worthy to take note of the fact that the market itself is evolving. The client market, so whether you're looking at the high net worth or the retail market. The market has evolved to a point where Africa is no longer completely lacking in technology and the understanding of technology. So, to your point of being able to help and guide, I think it's also important to take note of the actual activity originating from Africa. If you look at, for example, the Cape region, we've had Luno, one of the largest exchanges at a point, founded and completely designed here, backed by investment banks that are purely South African based. I suppose we also have the unfortunate realities of the not so kosher things, such as MTI, which originated in South Africa. So while it's great that the growth is ensuing in the continent, it's important to take note of the evolution of the general mindset and the general availability of actual resource within the region.
Yeah, so precisely speaking about the resources in the region, and I think we are all in agreement that there is a very high growth rate in Africa as a region in general, South Africa in particular as well, when it comes to financial services. Now, what are the main challenges that the region is encountering? Because with such high speed of growth in something, sometimes there are things that start lacking behind that cannot pick up the pace. Like, for example, what about technology infrastructure? What about electricity? I've been here since Saturday and I already had quite a few blackouts. So how does these, for example, affect the business? How does it affect the financial industry? We rely on the internet. I mean, all the businesses are mainly online. So how does this affect, and other challenges, right?
Well, clearly having a blackout is not good for a trading position. Fortunately, all of you will be dealing with brokers that have global infrastructures that stay operational 24/7. So while your screen might close down, you can be sure that your order is still going to be there when you open the screen. The one thing that I wanted to sort of comment on, and I see this when I travel around and you look at economies that are growing and trading communities that are growing, and it's around education, because it's one thing to understand or have a view on the marketplace and on movements in markets, and all of us can have that perspective. We might all differ on our views, and one of us will be right and one of us will be wrong. But the reality is that education is so important because so few people that trade really understand the dynamics of the market. And let me give you an example. It's Sunday evening when the market for foreign exchange opens. So let's assume that you put a trade, in the UK that is, let's assume that you put a trade on around about that time in the morning. That's also one of the lowest liquidity periods. It's a period when you can get huge gaps in the market. When the market opens and there's a gap, and if the market opens and there's what's called a gap, you can get slippage on stop orders and immediately lose money. And this is like really common educational things that new traders don't understand. And when they experience losing money because they have a leveraged trade on an anomaly that they don't understand, their inclination is to blame the broker as a scammer.
I don't wanna give you the wrong impression. I need love and affection. And I hope I'm not sounding too desperate. I need love and affection. Love, 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 love and affection. Love, love, L-O-V and affection.
Oh baby, I'm not asking for the world, maybe. You can give me what I want, baby. Come hold me tight, and when I'm drowning, save me. Give it to me on the
Yazlam, yazidala zabalas, yazidala zabalas. Namhlanje ngithi what's bad? Baby chava wamalas, baby chava wamalas. So phela kayi one, phela kayi one, phela kayi one. Baby chava wamalas, so phela kayi one, phela kayi one, phela kayi one. Yeah, baby chava wamalas. Hey.
Phela kufaltshela igazi vuka uthandazi bese vele sigcwala istrati siphuma umkhankasi. Tshela uma ukuthi fandax buya jampas awuyosha igazi uqhuma ishampas mele ngene space. Namuhla ngathi ngizovuka ngithatha ukubuka khuluvi. Success is my destination. I'm cash driven, I'm on that Mandela drive according to my navigation. Next cent when I wanna get. Now you're covered over best tabala sa.
say that I love you, no one above you, would you believe it? I said, would you believe it? Like in the movies, that's how I'm feeling. Had so many goals since young, do you know how hard it is to achieve it? The word family has no meaning, the word family to me has no meaning. Behind those trying to balance the
something true, and everyone's looking round thinking I'm going crazy. But I don't care what they say, I'm in love with you. They try to pull me away, but they don't know the truth. My heart's crippled by the vein that I keep on closing. You cut me open and I keep bleeding, keep bleeding, love. I keep bleeding, keep bleeding, love. Keep bleeding,
Who's gonna expect what the walk with this dancer?
Oh girl, you're shining. Know you're my diamond. You need reminding. This moment of timing when your soul needs aligning. It's me you confiding.
Yo, he ain't messing with no average chick. Pop, pop. He got Nicky, he know that he hit the jackpot. Every baller tryna score, check them shot clocks. But I hit him with them brawn Iguodala blocks. Eat the cake, guinea, suck on my toes, yes. Hitting them home runs, I be like, go Mets. I want a dude that still kiss me when he mad. Type that caught me diamonds, he could miss me with them bags.
Girl, we been right here thinking about it all night. Baby, you should be up in my bed.
Fine face like Genevieve. Anything you want, I go be. I be right here, I don't leave. All my love, girl, me out. Me African waist like Tiwa. She want give me that work like Dion. Yeah, Jerry Bush, she rotate TV like guitar. Yeah, she the make and stand ovation. But I don't cause inflation for the nation. They say I want my love to the best time. You tell me say no one waste time.
Let's shabba-dabba-dee. Yeah.
Something true, and everyone's looking round thinking I'm going crazy. But I don't care what they say, I'm in love with you. They try to pull me away, but they don't know the truth. My heart's crippled by the vein that I keep on closing. You cut me open and I keep bleeding, keep bleeding, love. I keep bleeding, I keep bleeding, love. Keep bleeding, keep bleeding, love. You cut me open. Oh girl, you're shining. Know you're my diamond. You need reminding. This moment of timing when your soul needs aligning. It's me.
It's okay. Look, it's in nasdaq. Awesome. Awesome. I like that. I like focus. Because you are taking one. Nasdaq? No, I don't do that. I trade nasdaq. I'm not trading that.
My name is Brave. You must look after me. I'm going to Joburg tonight. Look after me.
Where are you from?
Namibia. You must look after me.
Brave.
That's the biggest coward.
The brave power.
That's part of it.
I like that.
16-year-old bitch.
I got hoes calling a young nigga phone. Where's Ollie with the book? Now walk it out. 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 Now west side walk it out. South side walk it out. East side walk it out. North side walk it out. Ride with the mob. Alhamdulillah. is the name. Ben Baller did the chain. Tono for the watch. Prezi plain Jane. Yamagini chain. Rest in peace to my superior. Hermes Linka feed a village in Liberia. TMZ taking pictures causing my hysteria. Mama see me on BT and start
The dance flow silly. The ladies gon' do it. The fellas in the back and they twisting up a belly. Get silly. 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 Get silly.
Once upon a time, and I heard that I was ugly. Came from a bitch who nigga wanna fuck us in my face, bum ass tight, racks, stick up shack height, jury on me flashlight. I've been listening last night, hit him with that good, make a nigga act right. Broke boys don't deserve no pussy. I know that's right. Big bad pussy, not the belly band, take a never listen. Y'all can brought it back and all these bitches fuck. It's big bags, pussy, not the belly band, take a man, bring him back, brought it back and all you bitches fuck. If it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's up. If it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's up. Up, then it's up. If it's up, then it's up. If it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's up.
Put your palms out front, lean side to side. They gon' be on you when they see you hit that Dougie ride.
I've been drinking more alcohol for the past 5 days. Did you check on me? Now did you look for me? I walked in the room, eyes are red, and I don't smoke banga. Did you check on me? Did you check on me? Now did you notice me?
Make you know they shall like it. I don't want nobody to give my matter kill. For this life I did, I want to be celebrated. Don't wanna waste my days, I want to spend them on enjoy.
You already have a table, boss, Papa. Je maar lekker zo shampoo voor running beginnen. Adi Banky. Are you all good? Are you all good?
I have feelings for you.
Me too.
So what are we?
We are fillers.
Jesus!
I will just take a video. I'm on a video, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Good. So far, how is it? Fucking your face. Jos, nah. Kau tak tahu, nak kasih duit sebelah yang.
average girl. So take time with me, take time. Baby, talk to me with some action. We can find a place for your flash down low. Cool down some more, cool down, please me, cool down some more. Cool down love, cool down some more. Cool down, please me, cool down some more. Cool down love, cool down some more. Cool down, please me, cool down some more. Cool down love.
It's ridiculous. It's been months, for some reason I just can't get over. And I'm stronger than this. Yeah. Enough.
One Equity, best broker in Africa, launches soon. Launches soon. Bonuses, everything. We're gonna give you bonuses. We're gonna give you everything, guys. So don't stress, eh? This is Humble Trader, with Bank Trader, in Santon, just chilling.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Word of the day. What is the word of the day?
Let's not give up, guys. Let's just push.
Alright.
Nothing is promised to any one of us. Just wake up, guys.
Shout out Humble Trader.
Humble Trader. Shout out to Bank Trader.
100. Let's go, boy.
Brother of mine. Bank Trader's here. We had the after party of the.
Hey, bro, iPhone, I respect it, yo. Nah, I respect iPhone. Super quality camera. Yeah, Forex gave me freedom. It's a free skill which you can learn online. It's a straight, real money. It's not a scam. Profitable. Oh. A profit have been in the ups and downs. It's not easy. It's not like get rich money scheme. It's not. You have to learn the skills. You have to do your due diligence. It's not a real quick making money. You win, you lose. But if you put a lot of effort, improving your skills, in due time, you're gonna make it.
Just like the day that I met you.